All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to District 19's inaugural STEM Expo. I just want you all to take a moment and give yourselves a round of applause for adjusting your schedules to be here with us this afternoon. We can do a little bit better than that, I'm quite sure. Thank you so much. Before I begin, there's some people that I need to publicly thank. Just bear with me. You're going to feel like you're at the Oscars and I'm giving an acceptance speech, but just bear with me. Some very important people I need to thank, some people that really were instrumental in getting this afternoon on for us. First, I'd like to thank AP Alton and Principal Bynum for allowing us to share this space. For those of you that don't know, this is Transit Tech, and we're actually in their rail car. This is like the premier shop in Transit Tech. So AP Alton and Principal Bynum, thank you. Next, I would like to publicly thank our Superintendent, Dr. Collins, for trusting the STEM team with bringing her vision for innovation and forward-thinking, future-thinking to District 19. So I definitely want to give Dr. Collins kudos for trusting us with this work. I also want to thank my partners in crime, for lack of a better term, Dr. Ben and Principal Lewis, for their support and expertise this past school year. It's been a very interesting journey, and I'm thankful that I'm here with you all this afternoon. So again, kudos to my team. Brian and Emma. So Brian and Emma. Thank you, Brian and Emma, for all of the hard work that you've done behind the scenes. Really appreciate it. Brian and Emma were instrumental in really making sure that we connected with the partners. There you are, Emma. I knew you were somewhere. Making sure that we connected with the partners. There was a lot that happened behind the scenes to make sure the event that you see today actually came to fruition. So Brian and Emma, thank you. We also have Executive Superintendent Karen Watts in the house as well. Executive Sup Karen Watts has been instrumental in pushing STEM education, not only in District 19, but throughout the city. So let's give Executive Sup Karen Watts a big round of applause one more time. Right, I'm a big applause guy, as you all notice, so just bear with me. So the theme for this afternoon's expo is exposure, opportunity, and access, right? Bridging the divide between school leaders and STEM partners. And I'm pleased to announce we have about 20 vetted, highly capable STEM partners in the building this afternoon. And the whole idea is to connect school leaders with these partners that can help really bring STEM to fruition inside of their school. So let's give the partners a big round of applause as well. So in speaking to principals, again, one of the biggest hurdles is not that STEM isn't important, or not that they do not want to make STEM available in their schools. They're just unsure of who the partners are, who the organizations are that can help bring STEM into their schools. So the purpose of this meeting is to do just that. You'll get an opportunity to actually walk around. We have several stations. The meetings are going to be timed. The whole idea is to make sure every school leader, every STEM champion, every STEM point person connects with these organizations, so that way you can better mold your vision for what STEM is going to look like in your school and moving forward. And you know, in conversation with principals, my colleagues, we talk about creating pipelines from K through 5, 6 through 8, 9 through 12. And the whole idea is what we need to do is really invest in our kids to make sure that they are ready to compete locally, nationally, and globally. And all of the research states that the sectors that we'll be hiring when our babies take over will somehow, some way be connected to STEM. So it's very important that we expose our students at the earliest levels to STEM education, because what we intentionally do is connect their experiences, right? What you see before you is a product of what I like to call a disconnected educational experience. I went to what's considered a liberal arts K through 5. 6 through 8, I went to a performing arts middle school. 9 through 12, I went to CTE. I actually graduated from Transit Tech. When I got to college, let's give it up for Transit Tech. However, when I graduated Transit Tech, I was at an impasse because what I wanted to do, I wasn't fully prepared. It's not that I was unable, but I wasn't 100% prepared. So if we start thinking about creating pipelines from K through 12, we ensure that our students have at least 13 years of STEM under their belt. And that's what STEM allows us to do. It allows us to draw a through line from what happens from K all the way to grade 12. And if you count the years up, that means they'll have at least 13 years of STEM education under their belts, and that would allow them to really be college and career ready. So that's the whole idea. That's the whole purpose behind us doing all of this STEM work, not only in District 19, but throughout the city. We want to make sure, again, that our children are capable and prepared to compete locally, nationally, and ultimately globally. And I have a really great example of the power that can come about when you give the youngest students an opportunity to engage in STEM. I have my Drone Guru Club with me today, and I believe they're going to actually demonstrate some of what they learned this school year. And what you see flying before you is the graduated level of droning. So they have to learn droning at the very, I want to say, rudimentary stages, and they graduate to what you see flying before you. So it's just an example, and it also dispels the myth that our youngest students are not prepared or not capable of engaging with STEM. The kids that are flying these drones, they're in grades 3, 4, and 5, right? They've been working with these drones for about 6 or so months. So they were rapidly able to pick up on the skills and the subsets necessary to successfully fly these drones. And they're actually being navigated by their, not an adult, but they're being navigated by their classmates. So the individuals that are flying the drones, they're trained to look directly at the iPad or whatever the device they're using to fly the drones. When you fly a drone, you cannot look at a drone because oftentimes you miss the most important things. So not only are they completely focused on making sure the drone is flown safely, they're actually being guided by their classmates. So this is just an example of if you put the right experiences in the hands of children, they can take off. They can actually soar like a drone, no pun intended. So in closing, I just want to publicly recognize you all for attending, because your presence is an example of how seriously STEM education is taken in District 19 and throughout the city. So the whole idea is for this to become an annual thing and for these expos to continue. We can all get together, share best practices, and talk about creating connected educational experiences, linking what happens in K through 5, 6 through 8, 9 through 12. All right, so without any further ado, I would like to turn the microphone over to our illustrious Superintendent, Dr. Collins, and she has some remarks that she would like to make to the audience. Thank you again.
Good afternoon, everyone. I won't stay on too long, but I'm just really excited and proud of our principals for putting together today's expo. The idea of STEM wasn't necessarily at the forefront of our mind and at the forefront of our thinking, which is surprising because I was a 7th grade, 8th grade math teacher.
We need more of this. We absolutely need more of this. So to all of you who are doing this, putting this together, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's rock and roll, you know, girls and STEM. That's all we need to do. So again, thank you. I want to say that. We need more girls in STEM, right? Okay, so again, thank you very much, and I am going to yield my right. Take your money. Again, thank you very much.
Go do you.
Okay.
we have over, I would say 20 STEM partners or networks, organizations. Each organization is vetted. Each organization is also a part of the New York City STEM network. And what the STEM network is, it's a repository of organizations that offer some form of STEM education, and you can all find them in one central location. So every organization or partner that is in the house today is a part of that overall network. And the whole idea is to make principals find STEM networks who can support STEM education in their buildings quickly and easily. So there's some familiar names and there's some unfamiliar names. Like Tech is a pretty big organization. Also, we have A+ STEM Lab. It's a pretty large organization as well. There's some not so known or not so popular. Like Mentoring in Medicine is a new one. We have Chloe Taylor in the corner. We also have STEM and Dance. Fairly new organizations as well. So I'm excited. We have a nice mix of, I would say, popular or super organizations, and you have the up and coming smaller organizations. Really, really nice mix. And we have quite a number of principals. We also have assistant principals. Obviously, we have Senator Prasad, Executive Superintendent Karen Watts, and Superintendent Dr. Tamara Collins. They're in the house as well. We also have STEM point people. So each school in District 19 is a STEM lead. They are here as well, and their purpose really is to guide the thinking and the decision making of the principal. Principals often don't have enough time in their hands to really dive into this work as they would like to. So each school is a STEM point person, and the STEM point person job or major role is to help support the principal in making decisions related to STEM. So I'm really excited about the turnout. This definitely is one of many. We hope to keep this event each and every year. And as we become more well-versed in hosting these events, hopefully the crowd will get a lot larger. Well, the crowd definitely will get a lot larger. Check out Cluster 2.
Before we leave, bro, where's the Wildlife Conservatory? Conservation.
I don't think they showed up. Let's see, Wildlife, they're supposed to be Station 5, Cluster 5. They're supposed to be in this section right here. I haven't seen them yet.
How's it going?
Not too bad. Can't complain. Yeah. How about you?
Couldn't get parking.
Yeah, parking is tricky.
This place is terrible.
Yeah. There's a lot too, but under construction, so. And
What time did the MBK finish on Friday?
Around, well, we headed out about 1:45. Yeah, so it didn't finish not too long after. Yeah.
The field is beautiful, Jay.
Yeah, it is, right? Yeah.
Look at that, right?
Lucky guy.
That was like a distorted, ugly, like teachers were using for like a parking lot.
It was just a flat,
back in the day, right?
Yeah, flat asphalt field. Yeah, flat field. And they had one or two basketball hoops on each side, but it was just an open, barren space.
That place is gorgeous. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm glad you can make it out.
For sure.
Yeah.
You guys are meeting up on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Is that where exactly?
More than likely Fusions East.
Same place.
Same place. I think Dr. McBride is supposed to come through as well.
I'm gonna make it out on Friday.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while. That'll be really good.
That's the thing. I told my wife, right? So we got an issue, but outside of the issue, because the person who does our babysitting, her daughter's graduating, so we don't want to drop the baby on her.
Okay.
And my other two kids, the boys, they're with my brother-in-law, so they're fine.
Okay.
It's just a baby. So my wife, if she ends up doing remote, then I'll be straight because the boys will be with my brother-in-law, so I can come and hang out.
Yeah, come hang out for a little while. Yeah.
But that's my hope. That's my hope.
We'll see come Friday. Right? All right.